If we got a crowd in here, everyone say hello. Don't be afraid to say hello. I love to welcome all my new friends here. Hi, everybody. I'm Charm Charlie, and this is You've Got a Friend. And guys, if you don't know what You've Got a Friend is all about, it's about overcoming adversity and life challenges. We bring two people in the guest box every week, and we learn about different life challenges and different ways of overcoming adversity that our guests have had to do in their lives. And it's been incredible. We've heard so many different stories, so many different things that people have been through in their life. And it's amazing how positive these people can still be every single day. But this show, it definitely did take a break. We took a break since like May, but hopefully we're bringing it back, y'all. This is a recording, so we are getting a recording going today, and it's gonna be super exciting. It's gonna be an amazing episode. We have two amazing guests. We have Keep the Faith, and we have Emoji J, and it's just gonna be a good show. We have a good lineup of guests today. Um, and I appreciate you guys being here. Guys, if this is your first time here, put a 1 in chat. Let's see how many first timers we have in here. And if this isn't your first time, put some 2s in chat. Let's go. Let's get this chat hype. Let's see what we have going on in the comments today. I see all of you down there. I appreciate you all being here today. So with all that being said, guys, we are going to start the show off by reading an article from a website called Disability Scoop. Because, of course, being a disability advocate, we are, of course, going to share the different things happening in the news. And as many of you know, football season is about to start, right? And the NFL, an NFL team, introduces popcorn stand that will employ adults with ASD and other disabilities. It says Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie is plenty excited for the upcoming season, with the team hoping to reach similar heights following its appearance in the Super Bowl. Away from the field, one of Lurie's biggest passions remains his involvement with the Eagles Autism Foundation. Before the team's public practice at Lincoln Financial Field early this month, Lurie announced the team is building a new popcorn concession stand that will employ adults with autism and intellectual disabilities in partnership with Popcorn for the People. According to a 2023 report by the U.S. Department of Labor, at least 85% of individuals on the autism spectrum are unemployed. This rate is the highest among any other disability. And it says that our hope in that partnership like this can serve as a model for other organizations here in Philadelphia and around the country. Lurie said during a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the stadium to take the same kind of action and leverage their strengths and put their resources together in the very same way, being collaborative and offering employment to the disabled community. We look forward to bringing new jobs to this community today and for many, many years to come. Additionally, the Eagles have partnered with Wawa to transform one of its former Center City stores located 9th and South Streets into a Popcorn for the People production facility. $1 from every bag of popcorn sold will be donated to the Eagles Autism Foundation. Since 2018, the Eagles Autism Challenge has raised more than $23 million in autism research and care programs, according to the team. Lurie said this transformational partnership is a prime example of what can be accomplished when organizations with aligned missions come together. So that's really cool that the Eagles have. I didn't even know they had a autism. Uh, did you guys know that the Philadelphia Eagles had that? Because I had no idea. I think that's really cool. And if you guys, some cities that you live in, there's many different companies out there that they just hire people with disabilities. That's who all they hire is people with disabilities. And it's really cool because it's getting them involved and also it's helping them be able to make money to do things that they love, and which is really important to hire people with disabilities. It helps with that, the rate of people not being hired with a disability or not working. So that is really cool. I think Faith worked at or worked at a coffee shop. Faith, didn't you work at a coffee shop that hired people with disabilities? And I know there's a pizza place here called Sliceability, and we went there like a month ago, probably. And it was actually so cool. Oh my gosh. It was actually so cool seeing that in action, and seeing them come together and do all that. It was really cool. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the love that you showed throughout the stream. I am not going to be able to say thank you to every gift individually, but I appreciate every single one of you for everything that you do throughout the stream. And thank you so much for being here. It's awesome seeing all of you here. And I can't wait till You've Got a Friend comes back, y'all. I know all of you have been asking about it and missed it. But now awesome. Awesome. That's cool. And I think that Amazon is big about hiring people with disabilities as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there's so many big companies, small companies, so many companies out there that try to hire people with disabilities, which is incredible, like I mentioned earlier. But guys, if you're just tuning in, this is You've Got a Friend. It happens right now, every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And we bring two guests into the guest box every week. And we learn about different life challenges and different ways of overcoming adversity that people have had to do in their lives. And guys, if you want to be a guest, message me, CharmCharlie_1 on Instagram, and also message emoji J and also Wildfire. So there's 3 different people that you can message if you guys would like to be a guest on this show. And it is an awesome show. It's been incredible. We've learned so much. And also, your stories can inspire people to keep chasing their dreams. So with all that being said, guys, we're going to bring on our first guest. And our first guest is, we have Miss Keep the Faith. And I'm going to assume she's going to be sharing her story with living with cerebral palsy. So let's bring her on in. Faith! Hi, Faith!
Hello, Charlie.
How are we doing today? How are we feeling?
We are good. How are you?
You're good? I am good. We're just enjoying, being back in action.
Yeah.
I missed it.
We missed you over here.
Well, here we are. We're here now.
Yeah.
So, Faith, I know you know what the show is all about. So tell us a little bit about who you are and the biggest challenge that you face every single day.
So hi guys. If we haven't met, my name is Keep the Faith, or any of those names will work. And I have cerebral palsy. I'm 26 and my condition is due to medical malpractice. So someone dialed the ventilator too high, and I stopped breathing for about 10 minutes. And I would say the biggest challenge that I face, it's gonna sound kind of funny, but my challenge is myself, because I'm my own worst critic. And
So when you say yourself, what do you mean by yourself is your biggest challenge?
just my mindset sometimes, depending on the day, like sometimes it can get really lonely and really sad and really hard to do things and have motivation to do things. But I also know that even with all of that, my biggest asset is being able to be positive and spread positivity and be able to bring joy to other people. And that's what streaming has done for me. That's what I do at my job. That's what I do in life.
That's
So,
awesome. So I don't think I've heard of someone saying that themselves is their biggest challenge for them. And so besides yourself being your biggest challenge, what are some challenges that you have to face, having cerebral palsy? What are different things that you have to face having that?
so I think the biggest thing that I've faced and had to adapt to with having cerebral palsy is being able to be okay with relying on people and accepting help and being able to be okay with that and being able to be the best version of myself and be okay with other people helping me, even though in my head I'm the most independent person and my body is not. So that's a very hard challenge for me.
Mm.
It gets lonely. I'm sure you understand more than a lot of people with looking at your friends that are ambulatory and have the ability to do things and without having to have help or without having to have their parents around or without having to have assistance going to the restroom or taking a shower or doing something as basic that comes so natural to everyone else.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. And recently, I had an accident, and
Mm-hmm.
that has really changed my life because I have to be more I guess I have to rely on people more than I've ever in my entire life. And that has been the biggest
Hard.
struggle is for me right now is trying to face that. So I 100% can definitely agree with that
Yeah.
is definitely one of the biggest challenges when living with a disability, especially a physical disability.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for me, with it being malpractice, you kind of lean towards the, oh, what if this happened? Is there anything I could have done differently? Is there anything that could have changed the path that I was set on? And the answer is, well, my answer is I wouldn't change it for a day. Yes, I would love to be able to walk and do things only for 5 minutes. No, nothing else. Because if I didn't have cerebral palsy, I wouldn't have the impact, or I believe I wouldn't have the impact that I have on people. And it's because of that that it's such a gift, and it's also very humbling, and it sets you straight when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous or I'm so this, and then you're like, people have it worse than me, and then
Mhm.
you're like, oh my gosh, like I have this amazing life that I get to live every day, and I get to do XYZ. I get to go to work, I get to stream and hang out with y'all, I get to hang out and do what I love, go to events, hang out with friends. I just celebrated a birthday, and like
That's
with
awesome.
me knowing that I got this far. 26 may not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but when you have a disability and you've faced tragedy and near death experiences so many times, um you're just very you're just very grateful.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do get that. And I feel like the thing why people, I feel like, impact, or people with disabilities impact people, is because, like you said, that your perseverance of wanting to always do something, to keep moving forward, to, you know, do the things that you want to do, work, like
Yeah.
you said, work, go to events, all these different things. So that is really an awesome statement that you said there, and I can definitely agree with that. And guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to You've Got a Friend. We have Miss Keep the Faith in the box right now, and she's telling us a little bit about her story living with cerebral palsy. And guys, this show happens every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And if you guys would like to be on the show, just message me, charlie_1, or also you can message Emoji J also. So those are some people that you guys can message if you guys want to be a guest. Um, so Faith, what? Now we talked about your challenge. So where? Tell us a little bit about your job. What do you do in your job that you can be self that you can do
Um,
by yourself?
so right now I do something called asset tagging. I don't know if you know what that is. Um, but it's just organizing and categorizing products and making sure that they go to the right places, basically. And I love it. And my job has been a home away from home, quite literally, because it's not at my house, and I really love it. And it's a place where I can be a part of a team and I don't have to feel left out and very isolated. Like everyone's so accepting and so kind and so sweet. And I appreciate being given a chance because
That's awesome.
when you have a disability, all you want is a sense of, I'm sure that you felt this too, all I've ever wanted is a sense of belonging and a sense of like I belong in this space and this space is there's a seat at this table for me. And like sorry, I'm getting kind of emotional thinking about it. Like
You're right.
it's it's a great
It's a great
place to
feeling.
be. It's a
Yeah.
great feeling as well as like it brings me so much joy that I could I can't express how much joy it brings to be a part of something bigger than myself and to put away my worries and all the drama in in my home life or in other parts of my life with friends or arguments that I had with my parents the day before. I could just put that aside and be a good employee, and that makes me feel whole and fulfilled.
That's awesome. And how long have you been doing that for?
Well, I've been doing it since August, but I have had some mental health challenges in between. So I was on leave for about 8 months, and then I just got back on the 14th, and then I go back to work tomorrow. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Well,
I'm
that's
really excited.
exciting that you found something that brings so much joy to you, which is it is really cool knowing that you found that.
Yeah.
So what was I forgot I was gonna ask you. Wow. Oh yeah, Faith. So tell us a little bit about how long have you been around the app, and what is the biggest thing that you've learned being on social media, being, I guess, having a disability, trying to share your story on social
That's
media?
a good question. I think, well, firstly, I've been on the app for 3.5 years almost.
Mhm.
And I think the biggest thing that I learned, or and still learning, are three key things. One, not everyone has your best interest at heart. Two, this app is so rewarding when you're consistent. And three, this app allows you to make really good, solid friendships if you put in the effort to. And it just makes me feel very, very humble knowing that I've not only I know that I've made an impact here just as you, Charlie, but knowing that I can be able to show people that just because you have a disability or an ailment or you don't like the way you look in the mirror, I can still show people that just because you have difficulties doesn't mean you're any less than anyone else.
I love that. And Faith, when you said, I guess, something about the mirror, when I think about that, I think about that Megan Maroney song, Girl
Yeah,
in the Mirror. That's all I can
yes,
think about now. When I hear that song, is I don't just think about it being about a girl being in the mirror. Because that could be
it's
anyone in that.
everyone.
That could be anyone in that mirror. One day you could hate what you're doing in your life, right? And then the next day you're like, wow, I've done so much in my life that I have so much life to live that
Yeah.
I should just keep pushing forward.
And when you find that inexplicable joy within yourself,
Mhm.
I've always said happiness starts from within. Nothing in this world, I'm sorry, but nothing in this world is going to fulfill you. Nothing in this world is going to make you happy. You have to figure out what makes you happy. The world isn't going to do it for you. And once you figure that out, you're gonna be pretty set because you won't care about what people say to you when you look in the mirror. You'll care about
Mhm.
what you see when you look in the mirror.
Exactly. I love that too. So, Faith, tell us, when can we find you on the app? And do you have any events coming up or anything that you would like to
Yes.
say to anyone?
So you can find me on the app right after this. I will be streaming for the rest of the night, and in terms of events, I have Moody Andrews auction tomorrow at 8:35, and I also have Hoops' auction then on Saturday at a time that I have to go ask him what the time is because he just asked me to do it. But once I get that, I will let Charlie or anyone in this stream, if y'all are still going, I will let y'all know. But other than that, yeah, that's
So you
pretty
have a
much it.
so you have a lot going on, but looks like you've been killing it on here. Um, but Faith, thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate you. And guys, make sure you guys favorite Faith and go check out her stream, and maybe go check her out on her auction this weekend.
Everyone favorite Charlie, favorite me, do all the things. Light Charlie up for his first recording back. Love you, dude.
Thank you, Faith. I will catch you later.
Bye.
Bye, Faith. All right, y'all. That was Keep the Faith. And guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to You've Got a Friend. This show happens every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And we bring two guests in the guest box every week, and we talk about different ways of overcoming adversity and life challenges that our guests have had to come up with in their lives. And it's been incredible hearing everyone's stories. And if you guys want to be a guest, message me on Instagram, charmcharlie_1, or message emoji J also. And guys, this next part of the show is we're gonna do a quick Q&A here. So if you guys have any questions in chat that you'd like to ask me, uh, feel free. It can be anything about me. It could be about the show. It could be about anything because the name of the show is You've Got a Friend. So maybe have something that you would like to talk about right now. So feel free to ask any of those questions down in the comments. That would be awesome. But the biggest question that I get asked is why I'm in a wheelchair, right? And my answer to that would be I have a disability called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And if you don't know what Duchenne muscular dystrophy is, everybody's body produces a protein called dystrophin. And dystrophin is what builds the muscle in your body. And someone with Duchenne, their body does not produce that protein of dystrophin. Or if they do, a very small amount is being produced. But it is really hard living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, but I still move forward every single day. And my show is right now is still on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern time. You get asked that all the time too, Emoji J. Yeah, so Raf, hopefully that answered your question. And guys, do we have any more questions down in the comments? I would love to hear your comments or your questions. And how are we looking on time right now? Are we looking good on time? Just want to make sure that we're looking good there. But then again, thank you guys for being here so much. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to be able to bring this show back. And we usually have a lot going on in here. It's really awesome. But so Emoji J, we're gonna bring Emoji J in here in a few minutes. But with that being said, guys, it's the final call. Final call. Okay. So we don't got any questions right now, but hopefully my question was a good one. So let's bring on in Emoji J. You ready? Let me know if you're ready down in the comments. Oh, right. Let's bring you on in.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Emoji J. Welcome in. How we doing today?
We're managing. We're dealing.
You're
It's been
managing.
a long day, even though it's only 2 o'clock. It's still been a long day for me.
It's been a long day.
Yeah,
Well, I feel that too. I've been tired too, I feel like that there's something in the air making us tired.
I think so too. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
So, Emoji J, the topic of this show is You've Got a Friend. And, we talk about different life challenges that we've been through in our lives. So, when it comes to that topic, what is the biggest challenge that you've had to face in your life?
Uh, okay, there's a couple. The main one is probably seeking help after becoming disabled. Was one of my biggest challenges is seeking help because not everybody knows where to go for help or how to get the help that you need to get in case you need it. For instance, like where do you begin to get a caregiver if you need a caregiver, right? Or where do you begin to go for a social worker if you need a social worker? And just it can be a struggle trying to get because when I was trying to get a social worker, I was kept getting to run around calling information, and then them giving me a number, calling that other number, and then them like saying, "Oh, you need to call this number," and going doing the back and forth thing, and nobody can get any questions answered properly, and that's one of the biggest frustrations that I've had with uh, my disability is trying to get the help that I need to get help with.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your disability?
So I have neuropathy on my left leg. So my left leg from lower middle back all the way down to my left, to my foot, my left foot is numb. So I use a walker and I use a mobility scooter to when I go places.
So you go skirting around, skirt.
Yeah, exactly. Doing those little mobility scooter drag races. No, just kidding. Um, but yeah, no, it's been a struggle. I also suffer from depression on top of that. So dealing, juggling with what I have, and then juggling with depression, you know, both of them combined makes it really difficult to deal with, and um, it's been quite a struggle.
Yeah, every day. I guess when you have both of those things, every day it has ups and downs, right? Some days you're you have the best day, right? And the next day it can be really hard to get out of bed, to stay motivated, to want to do something. So it's important that you can, I guess not fight it, but find different ways that gets your mind off all the negativity that is happening, and keep your mind focused on all the good things that you're doing in your life, and that can really help with that.
Right. Well, like this app has helped a lot. Um, Piggybacking off of what Faith said, this app has you build friendships, and there's always something to do, right? There's always something that you can do to keep your mind off of something that's going on in your life, and it's a great escape. It can be a positive thing, and it can be a negative thing all at the same time.
Definitely. And that's what social media is. You can either make it a positive in your life, or you can let it bring you down every single time that you go on social media. It just depends on how you want to show the world how you use it, you know?
Right. Yep, exactly. That's why I like to help people with shows and stuff. It helps me get my, as I said before with the app, it helps me get my mind off of things that I'm dealing with and things that I'm struggling with as well. And it keeps my mind occupied, and I'm not thinking about, the struggles that I'm going through throughout the day.
Exactly. So have you always had depression, or was that something recently that you have been diagnosed with?
I've always had depression from when I was younger, when I was a kid. I've always had depression. Depression. I've been on probably every single. I feel like I've been on, or they guinea pig me with every single medication known to mankind, and nothing has worked. So that's partly another reason why I turned to smoking. I know we're not supposed to talk about that. I won't touch too much on that subject, but um, that's another reason why I do smoke.
Yeah, so um what are some other ways that you mentioned the app helps you, but is there anything that you do besides off the app that get your mind off things?
Gym. Going to the gym does help. Uh, Even though I'm limited to what I can do, it still does help. Uh, you exercise, you sweat out whatever is going on with you. You also sweat out the feelings sometimes too. So it gives you an adrenaline rush, which can then make you feel a little bit better than what you're already feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And what about music? Is music something that you enjoy?
Definitely. Yeah, music's actually, so MSL stands for Music Saves Lives. I'm sure you know that's Brody's uh tag group, family group. Um, I believe in that. Um, Music has helped me through a lot of depression. Uh, and I listen to a large variety of different types of music, but it definitely does help the situation. Um, if you're, if you do become depressed, just put something on that you like and just zone out. You know what I mean? It will help you forget about your daily issues that you might have or might be going through.
Yeah, and like, do you have like a specific song that when you're feeling down that you're like, oh, I'm gonna go listen to that song right now?
No, not particularly song, but uh, band. I do love Depeche Mode a lot. They're an '80s band. I listen to them like frequently. Like when I play music on my live, I'll like put in like Depeche Mode radio, and it comes up with all of the different bands in that genre. Um, and it's pretty cool that that way you don't have to go searching for whatever, and it's not just that group. It's a group of that genre that you can listen to as well. But yeah, Depeche Mode is probably one of my favorite bands to
That's
listen
really
to.
cool. So you have a favorite band. That's cool. Yeah, my favorite band is Chicago. Have you heard of Chicago?
Yeah, I've heard of Chicago. They're a good band.
They sing a song that I love called You're the Inspiration, and that is my favorite song, because you can be that inspiration to anyone. So, guys, if you're just
Right.
tuning
No,
in, guys, welcome to You've Got a Friend. In the box, we have Emoji J. And, guys, this show happens every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And if you guys would like to be a guest on the show, message me or Emoji J, and we can get you on the show and you can come share your story with us. We'd love that.
definitely. And if you want, my Instagram is in this. Hold on, I'll type this. What I'm recording on
There you
is
are.
on that bio there.
On that bio? Okay. So, guys, just message that bio. Um, from that bio. So Emoji J. So you said the biggest. So some challenges that you have depression and your disability, and you said the things that keep you going is the app. You said the gym. Music and stuff like that. That's really cool. So I guess what have you learned from streaming? Is there any like message that you want to give to anyone from that you've learned from streaming?
There's quite a few. Don't don't come on here thinking you're gonna make $1,000 a week or $1,000 in a month. Don't do it for the diamonds. Do it for the connections. That's the biggest mistake that people make when they come in this question. They go, so can I make money off of this? Yeah, you can make money off of this, but here, I'll send you a hi. Hold on. You can make money off of this, but oh, I can't send you a hi. Yeah, you need to do this account. Hold on. Sorry, second. There you go. I forwarded you on both accounts. I'll get to you afterwards. Um, Train of thought. What was the question again?
It was about the app. What have you learned from the app?
Okay. Learn from the app is Uh, basically, to use it how you want to, how would want to be treat the other people how you want to be treated on the app. Basically, um,
I like that.
put put into it what you want to get out of it, right? So think of it, people don't know how to um take certain things such as, and don't ever take anybody says personally. So like if you're gonna do battles and you get randoms or go to randoms, don't take what they say to heart, because there's gonna be a ton of trolls, and we all know how trolls can be, and trolls can make people. Um, I've seen a lot of people downfall on this app because of it, and it's it can be. you try to help somebody out, and you try to help them start out, and then they do a battle, and somebody's like basically dissing them the whole time, and they're just like, I don't want to do this type thing, right? And then you're just trying to explain to them like, yeah, you gotta deal, can't take what people say on here to heart, because there are people out here that will destroy you on this app. At the
There
same
is
time,
definitely.
there's people that will love you on this app too.
And then you have the people that want to be your friend, like this show, you've got a friend, you can find people, not just me, but like Emoji J, Faith that was in here, or anyone that's in here, you all have a friend in each other, and that's the big message that you can send on here is being each other's friend.
Yeah, I'm always here to talk to anybody who needs to talk. Like, if you just message me on Instagram, on my other profile, I don't even think it's on this one, but yeah, just if you need somebody to talk to or you're going through something, I'm a good listener, as most other people are on here as well.
And Emoji J, so is there anything else that you would like to add or anything else or any events coming up that you would like to talk about before we let you out of the box?
I'm in Moody's auction as well. I don't know what time I'm at. I know it's bad, right? I'll repost my flyer so that people can know what time I'm at, because I don't remember. Top of my head, I was gonna see if I could look, but that's all right. And then I'm hosting my own auction September 16th, my first one. I got like one
Ooh,
spot left. If you want to be in it, I got one
that's
spot left.
so. What is your auction about?
It's just it's a fall auction basically, right?
Oh, I
So
love ball.
right, yeah. So it's like pumpkin theme, I guess, whatever. Yeah, fall. It's a regular. There's really no theme, I guess, in per se, but I just needed a month that I could do it that nobody else was doing. Trying to think of a month that nobody else is doing any events, and
Yeah,
kind of hard to
I'll
do. But
I'll
hey,
message you about it if I'm interested.
yeah, for sure. I got one spot left, so first come, first serve.
Awesome. But thank you so much, Emoji J, for coming in today and being a guest. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no worries, anytime.
And thank
I'd
you so
love to
much
do it again too.
for coming in to record today too. I really appreciate that as well.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you. Have a good day.
I will catch you later. So, what are you looking at? What time? Are we doing good right now? Are we doing good? I feel like there's probably like 10 minutes left, right? 20 more. Oh my goodness. See, it's been hard. Like, I'm thrown off that I'm trying to figure out the guest situation, everything like that. Um, I can make it enough time. I just it's hard, but we can do this. Okay? I think 3 guests would be way too much. It would be overwhelming. Uh but so guys, does anyone have any questions that they have for me? Talk about my disability. We can talk about my disability if you guys want. Guys, do you have any questions about my disability or the different challenges that I face? Oh, one thing I did want to answer to you guys so people didn't ask what KCM meant. KCM means Keep Charlie Moving. And that's my brand name on social media is Keep Charlie Moving. It is sharing my story living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy and showing people that chase your dreams, that you can do whatever you want, no matter what in your life. And on social media, it is a scary place. You can meet good people, you can meet bad people, but I've connected with so many different people that it's been incredible. I did. That is the real deal still, right? I remember you being a guest on my show. Are are you? I didn't know that. See, there's so many people on the app that have disabilities. Some people are really open about it, but some people you have no idea they had disability, right? Until they come on the show or you meet them. And I remember, real deal, hopefully everything's been going good with you also. It's cool seeing people come back that have been guests before, and just a bunch of positivity in here. I appreciate you guys being here so much. I'm excited to see what happens, what we can do to make this show better. And I can't wait the journey that we're going to continue on this app. But guys, you have any questions about my disability? Give me some questions about my disability. If you guys want to know when I stopped walking, I was 16. How do you manage day-to-day life? You know, that's a great question. So how I manage day-to-day life is I stay positive, right? Even though some days might be the hardest in my entire life. The one thing that I learned is if I bring myself down that day, right? I'm like, oh, I can't do anything, then I'm not going to be able to do anything that day. But when I wake up and I'm like, I'm going to conquer the world today, right? You say, I'm going to conquer the world. And I feel like when you say that to yourself, that you really do grow, that it helps me get through that day, because I could have really been struggling that day. This may be a bad question, but are you upset about not walking? That is a great question. Some days I wake up and, I wish I could walk, right? But then there's other days I'm like, thank goodness I have all this equipment that I have, right? That I can still go places, I can still get out, and I can still conquer the world, But there are days I do think about that because I was able to walk until I was 16. And, some days I really do miss that, right? I miss being able to just run, skip, jump, do all those different things. Um, but at the end of the day, I have a disability, right? But I don't let that stop me from doing anything in this world. I just keep going forward. But yeah, great questions, Buckwheat. I appreciate you asking some questions down there. Well, I couldn't show them because you got to be 18 on this app. Maybe I'll post some pictures on Instagram. Do you want to see pictures on Instagram? If you guys follow me on Instagram, charmcharlie_1, and also guys follow Keep Charlie Moving on Instagram, also my brand Instagram, about all the different things that I do. I've been posting posts about a trip I was just on. We went on a cruise, and that was fun. I am an MDA ambassador for the muscular. If you don't know what MDA is, that's the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and I get to share their mission, and I also get to say thank you to all the sponsors and everyone that helps to raise money for neuromuscular diseases. So make sure you guys follow Keep Trying Moving on Instagram. But the charmcharlie_1 is really about my streaming career on the Meet Me app, and I stream on some other platforms as well, such as TikTok. That's cool, Emoji J. Are we looking good now? I bet we still have like 20 minutes left, don't we? All right. Guys, if you're just tuning in, guys, welcome. You've got a friend. I'm Charm Charlie, and this show happens every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you'd like to be a guest, message me on Instagram. If you click my profile, you can click my Instagram and it will take you directly to it. And you can hit that follow and you can send me a message. You can also message Westside's cousin right there. It is Emoji J. Guys, let me ask you a question. So, guys, what is your biggest dream? What is everyone's biggest dream in chat? Tell me your biggest dream. Travel the world. That would be cool. Traveling the world, I feel like, would be the most amazing thing ever. You would get to be happy. I like that. Motorcycle, motocross driver. Really, that's your ultimate dream? That's cool. That is cool. I love that everyone's dreams or their biggest thing that they want to achieve in their lives. I like to travel the world, to be happy. That's something really important because not everybody can be happy. Some people try to be happy as much as they can. And being a motorcycle thing, that's really cool. The motocross, I feel like that's a really cool dream. My dream is I want to be a full-time streamer. I want to be a full-time social media influencer. It's my biggest goal. And we slowly start to achieve it every single day. Every stream that we do, every interaction that I have on here help us bring in that one thing. And guys, of course, do you know what we're gonna do? I think who tells you these things? Wait, tells me what things? What things are we talking about? I mean, oh, what do you mean by that? Who advises? Oh, you mean like who inspires me? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? I've learned a lot myself, actually, about Instagram, TikTok, about any social media. I have really taught that myself. It's something that I am really interested in my life. So it's something I'm very interested in. So I just chasing my dream every single day doing it. Social media. I'm really interested in social media. I want to be a social media manager, maybe. Guys, we're going to sing our song, okay? Okay? Let me connect to the speaker real quick.
Connected.
Okay, I don't feel like really singing it today, so we're just gonna play it. I know that like we won't be able to do that in the actual show, but for now, I'm going to just play the song because I usually do sing it. So let's play the song, guys. You Got a Friend in Me, because it is gonna be it's our theme song. Got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Your road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from nice warm bed. Remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. You 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 got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything we wouldn't do for you. We stick together and see it through. You've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, as years go by. Our friendship will never die. See, it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Let's go. That was You've Got a Friend from Toy Story, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. And guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to You've Got a Friend. This is the end. But thank you so much for everyone tuning in today. If you guys want to know what You've Got a Friend is about, it's about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And if you want to be a guest, message me on Instagram, charmcharlie_1, or also message emoji J, or it looks like their name right now is Westside's cousin right there. Make sure that you favorite him, and you can also go click his Instagram and send him a message also. But thank you so much, guys, being here, and I will see you guys next time.